Over the years, we've seen many women leaders grow in the healthcare space across science, pharma, diagnostics, hospitals. And it's such a pleasure to see women really leading this industry from the front. I think it comes from few characteristics that women have, which is a combination of the not only smarts and performance and aggression, but also from a sense of doing things the right way, from a sense of humanity, and really combining all of this is a perfect combination in healthcare. If I look at the last 10 years compared to the time before that, we've seen more and more women enter into the healthcare space and more emerge as senior leaders in this market. If there's any area that I definitely believe that women can break the glass ceiling, it's definitely in science and in healthcare. In science specifically, because your knowledge, your capability, your expertise is what takes you forward, not your relationships, your contacts, or your networks. And women definitely will have the first three for sure. And even if you talk about broader healthcare, I think your ability to build a team, ability to execute, build processes and systems, be humane about the whole thing, and balance your emotions to not allow yourself to be too greedy or egotistical in your journey of entrepreneurship. I think all of these play very important roles in building a solid foundation of a business. And I think women definitely bring these to the table. I think the pay scale disparity is obviously one that causes deep concern to all of us, mostly across the globe. The fact that for the same job, for the same role, women and men are paid differently is very sad. But although having said that, I'm very happy. I don't see that at Metropolis, neither do I see that in the healthcare space. And that's one of the reasons why women continue to do exceptionally well in the sciences and in healthcare, because their knowledge, their expertise, their conscientiousness, their humanity is all appreciated, and therefore they're hopefully well compensated. And usual traits of aggression and an alpha A type personality are not the ones that actually shine in healthcare like they possibly shine in some other industries. And that really makes me happy that at least there's an equal parity in healthcare, at least from what I can see in India. I think the impression that most people have that optically leaders should be very strong and should never be vulnerable and never be emotional. And that has given rise to a very alpha A, aggro type of leader, wherein we saw in the past, not only were men like that, but women were also trained to be like that. And I think what we've seen in the recent past, the last few years, at least what I've discovered and my learning has been that we have to be authentically ourselves in all facets of who we are. Me as a leader, I found that I can be, tough when I need to be tough, and I can also be very soft and loving and vulnerable when I need to be. And I don't need to keep the personal side of my personality at home and the tough side of my personality at work, but actually bring both of them at home and at work, because I can that way be authentically and completely myself. And when I've seen that being vulnerable allows our team members to be vulnerable as well, and that is just a reality of who we are as people, that all of us need friendship, comfort, and caring when we're talking and we are engaging with each other. So as a woman entrepreneur, the skills that I'm able to bring exceptionally to the table are the fact that I have the ability to be emotional, to be vulnerable, without feeling the insecurity that it somehow makes me less of a leader or less of a good leader that people look up to. In fact, I believe people respect me more because I'm able to let down my guard and they're able to let down their guard as well. My message for men on this Women's Day is really about, if you are genuinely interested in being part of building an equal world, and if you genuinely believe that you yourself are educated, empowered, and smart as a man, then it's part of your responsibility to really build an equal world where things are not predefined for women. Roles are not defined for women, expectations are not set for women, but things are left fluid where both of you, as you and your wife, can decide what makes sense for you. Women cannot become equal breadwinners at work if they are the only primary caretakers at home. So as men, I think it's, out of wanting to build an equal world, I think the idea is to take responsibilities in both. I often see many families where the woman is working full time, just like the guy, but she's also the one individually taking care of the home and the children, and the husband is far less involved. that is just fundamentally not equal and not fair, and doesn't allow the woman to really reach her maximum potential. So I think if we say we love the women in our lives, our wives, our daughters, our mothers, I think the important thing is to be fair.